When the psalmist Asaph cries out in Psalm 73, "Whom have I in heaven but you? And on earth there is nothing I desire besides you. My flesh and my heart may fail. You are the strength of my heart and my portion forever." There are no words that glorify God more than that. I wonder if you believe that. Experiencing God as your desired portion so highly, intensely, deeply, thoroughly, that all the other goods of the world are as nothing, glorifies God more than any other emotion or state of your heart. Jesus told a parable, a one-verse parable, goes like this. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field. The kingdom of God is like a treasure. Experiencing King Jesus is like having a treasure. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and covered up, and in his joy, he goes and sells everything he has and buys that field. Now notice, it does not say, the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, which a man sells everything he has to buy that field. It's way more radical than that. People sell things, people do all kinds of sacrificial things in life for all kinds of ulterior motives, with no delight in the treasure, no sense of satisfaction in Jesus. Jesus slams the door on that. In his joy, he sells everything he has. Have my wedding ring, have my heirlooms, have my books, have my sermon archive. Take it. I get Jesus. There are millions and millions of Christians who think they're Christian and do not think that way, don't feel that way. It's a decision they made. It's a commitment they have. It's a duty they do. They do the right stuff. What do they do with the Psalms? The early Christians, I was watching that Graham Staines video. The early Christians magnified God by delighting in God more than everything. Listen to Hebrews 10:34. Picture yourself in this situation now. Your comrades are in prison, and you know that if you go public and visit them and take them the food they need, they might identify you with them and you get in trouble as well. You had compassion on those in prison, and you joyfully, oh God, make us like this. You joyfully accepted the plundering of your property, since you knew that you yourselves had a better possession and an abiding one. That's Jesus, forever in eternal happiness and fellowship. You had an eternal possession. So when you headed for the prison, you looked over your shoulder and they're trashing your house. They're burning down your house. It says they rejoiced. Come on. is Christianity today. Complain, complain, complain. What do you think they sang? What did they sing as they looked over their shoulder? They're on their way to love their brothers and sisters in prison. Their houses are being trashed and burned. Go home, Christian, get out of here. We hate Christians. What did they sing? Well, if they had lived in the 16th century, we just sang it. Let goods and kindred go, this mortal life also, the body they may kill. God's truth abideth still, his kingdom is forever. I'm going to the prison. But they didn't live in the 16th century. So what did they sing? I don't know. But here's what I'll bet they sang. Whom have I in heaven but you? And on earth there's nothing I desire besides you. My flesh, my heart, my house, my books, my computer may fail, but you are the strength of my heart and my portion forever. I'm going to the prison. Singing. That's crazy. Oh, that we would be Christians. Oh, that our churches would be Christians. What is at stake in human emotion is the glory of God. If you don't delight in God, you dishonor God. And the more you're satisfied in him, the more he's glorified in you. It is no more optional for us to pursue gladness in God than it is for God to pursue glory in us. They are both absolutely essential, and in the redeemed, they happen together. God pursues the magnifying of his beauty in the satisfying of your soul in that beauty. That's why he made the world. It's got to happen, or you perish. You must be born again. No person can do this. No human being can do this. So the Psalms clarify for us how essential the spiritual emotions are for authentic, God-glorifying worship and living. Our emotions are not optional. I hate the talk that is icing on the cake or caboose at the end of the train or somehow marginal when it's central. You die without them. You must experience a miracle